Hello, my friends, Namaskar, and thank you for joining here. For your interview preparation, the most important point is your project. It is also important. So, in this video, I am going to discuss about your project. So, Hindi and English in both language, I will explain. So, how you can prepare for the project. Now, those student who forgot जो भूल गए थे about your project or those student who partially know or those student who actually build that project and this is video for all. In BTech, we are busy in some other activity. Sometime we don't made the actual project. बहुत बार होता है and majorly for the girls. तो यहाँ पे मतलब आपने भी बीटेक किया हुआ है और भी स्टूडेंट मैंने भी किया हुआ है. सो आई हैव सीन मेजरली जो गर्ल्स होती हैं वो जो बीटेक का जो प्रोजेक्ट होता है उसमें दे डोंट पार्टिसिपेट इन मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस. सो ये वीडियो उनके लिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. And those students who have actually built the project, so what kind of interview can ask the question from here? So this video is also important. So first I am going to discuss all the things, so I request you, please watch this video till last, don't skip a single second, and whatever point you are having any doubt, in the last we are going to discuss your doubt. Okay, in between please don't interrupt. Okay, so there is a URL I have picked, so it is a GitHub URL. So in interview, you can ask what is GitHub, and I believe you can easily answer this question. So this is the GitHub, so where we can push our code. So this is a source code. So there are openly so many so many source code which is openly available. So this is a source code for live news portal in PHP. Live news portal in PHP. So he made a project in the PHP and he made an live news portal. So you have seen some news website. So like this, he had made a project. So these are the features which is available in the portal. You can say news portal, highlight portal. You can create a post about us, contact us, admin dashboard, like this. So how to run the this project? So everything he has mentioned. So what you need to do, you can see the screenshot. This is how this projects look like. So this he made project. There are so many projects openly available on the internet. Just you have to search. So why I'm showing you this project? Because maybe you have forgot, or maybe you don't actually know what is the uh, structures look like. So structure is also important. So uh, before moving ahead in the code, we are going to see some important question. First, search YouTube build a website using a PHP. So whatever the project you want to explain in the interview, if in the interview the interviewer asks to you, okay, please let me know about your project, what you have built that in your project. So you have to watch a video. Okay, so whatever technology you are comfortable, whatever technology you are comfortable. So here we are having so many language like this: HTML5, CSS, React, Vue, Angular, Bootstrap, jQuery. These are the front end language. Then we are having language for the backend also. So in that we are having PHP, Java, we can say Ruby on Rails, Python, GraphQL, any programming language you are comfortable, whichever programming language you know. So I know PHP, so I have written here build website using PHP in a one video. So maybe I will hit enter, I will scroll down. So now I have to look a video which is more than 1 hour. मुझे ऐसा वीडियो देखना है जो 1 आवर से ज्यादा बड़ा वीडियो है. जैसे ये है लर्न PHP इन वन वीडियो प्लस MySQL प्रोजेक्ट. सो इन this have teach you how you can make a website from the scratch. So this is a video of 2 hours. So by watching this video, you will understand how to build the project. Now moving ahead, now again I have to look for a project which is more than 1 hour. So like this is another project. तो यू नीड टू फाइंड भाई आपको जो प्रोजेक्ट अच्छा लग रहा है आपको वो चीज देखनी है. तो मान लो मैं नीचे आया और कहाँ पे गया, ये मान लो ये है लर्न PHP इन वन वीडियो, तो इसमें भी आपको दिखाया जाएगा। अब मान लो कि मुझे देखना है इन जावा, so I will write Java. I will hit enter. So I will scroll down. ठीक है, and after that I will move ahead, move ahead, move ahead. Now this is again building web project in a single video. So this is video of 3 hours. So by watching this video, you will understand. You have to just watch the video. You don't have to write the code. Just watch this video. Like this is another project, Java with Angular JS. So this is a video 5 hours. So in this you will learn from the scratch, from hello to complete project they are going to teach you. Now moving ahead, again I need to look for one video which is more than 1 hour. So like this. No, this is only a tutorial. No, this is what we are not looking at. We want to make a website like this. Responsive website by this video. So let's suppose I want to open this video.
Your DevOps journey begins today. Immerse yourself in real-world projects and
So here,
hands-on labs that deliver the
create a
practical
responsive
experience that
website using
employees crave.
HTML,
On
CSS,
February
JavaScript
10th,
in हिंदी।
आज हम साथ में मिलकर ये वेबसाइट बनाएंगे और वेबसाइट बनाने के बाद
ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे ये देखो, इस
मैंने क्या
पूरे
किया
वीडियोस में आपको स्क्रैच से
ये
लेके एंड तक
फॉर्म है
कैसे वेबसाइट बनी है
नो जैसे
वो आपको देखना पड़ेगा। सो दिस वीडियो इज
इसकी विड्थ
अप्रोक्सीमेटली ऑफ
70%
2
है
आवर्स। ये वीडियो आपका 2 आवर्स का है। इसको आप देखोगे तो एक आइडिया लग जाएगा आपको। ठीक है, एक आपको वीडियो जरूर देखना है। ओके, नाउ मूविंग अहेड, as per your tech skill, in whichever tech skill you are comfortable, PHP, Java, you can say Python, whatever. Now project overview. Now the interviewer can ask a question. Okay, please elaborate about your project. What is your project? What it does do? So here you can also have any project on, let's suppose, booking like website, or you are having the website of, let's suppose, vlog. सर आपने कोई ब्लॉग की वेबसाइट बनाई थी, सर आई हैव मेड अ वेबसाइट of let's suppose student, or any website related to library I have made. So any project, so that you should know the overview. Now what are the tech skills you have used in the project? Interviewer can ask. So here we are having the three things: front end, बैक एंड एंड डीबी। फ्रंट एंड, बैक एंड, डीबी, ये तीन चीजें हैं जिसमें हमें फोकस करना है, फ्रंट एंड, बैक एंड, डीबी। ओके, इन फ्रंट एंड दे आर सो मेनी लैंग्वेज। सो इसमें से जो लैंग्वेज आपको आती है, यू नीड टू पिक, जो आपको आती है उसी को देखना है। ठीक है, दिस आर द फ्रंट एंड, एंड इन द back end, these are the language for the backend. Now for database, you can use MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB, SQLite, any database you are comfortable, you can pick, and you can speak in the your introduction. Now let's suppose the interview can ask a question, how we can make a API call from a website. Okay, so I will ask this question to one student who is here. So anyone who want to ask the answer this question, how we can make a API call from a website? Okay, आपको नहीं आता, बिल्कुल नहीं आता। Okay, so I will ask here Ajit Saurabh Bittu. Ajit, you are here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ajit. So what you have made in your project in your BTech?
Sir, I worked on Python as well as on the front end.
Okay, so how you make any API call from your front end to back end?
Sir, using JavaScript, sir, like JavaScript, we can make a call to the
Uh,
backend server.
Using what? Which function?
I'm not able to recall it now, sir.
Okay, sure, no problem. See, I'm having a front end. So this is my front end application. Okay, now I will, you all know about APIs, right? Everyone know about API. What is API? सबको पता है ना? देखो जैसे फेक API कॉल्स हैं। अब देखो ये मुझे खूब सारी API मिल गई है यहाँ पे। ठीक है, ये API मेरी है कॉल्स। तो जैसे मुझे कोई API देखना है, कॉल्स ये देखना है, पोस्ट देखना है, तो ये रिस्पॉन्स आता है API का। ठीक है, So this is the response which I get from my database. जैसे user ID password ये है. So I will zoom here for you like this. So यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा होगा user ID 3, ID is 21, any title, body. This is the response. Let's suppose this is a response from a table. We are having a table, in that we are having these the column. So my API, maybe you have written in your Java, Python, PHP. You have connected your, you can say, language with the database, and you are fetching the data, and this is the API URL. So this is my URL. This is my URL which I am going to hit. So I believe now it is visible to you. This is the URL. On this URL, I can get the data. Okay. So let's suppose here I want to get ID number 13. ऐसे होता है काम, ID number 13. ये देखो, अब मुझे सिर्फ ID नंबर ये देखना था, तो मैंने ये URL हिट किया. Let's suppose I want to get the data of 17. So I get ID number 17. Okay. So let's suppose I write here ID number 54. I have hit the enter. I have get this value. So what is this? This is API. Anyone who can say explain the full form of API?
Application Programming Interface.
Okay, ma'am. Good. So here you can see it is HTTPS. What is HTTPS?
Answer Protocol Secure.
Okay,
Secure
hypertext
HTTP.
transfer protocol. And what S stand for?
Secure.
Okay. So here you are saying secure. This is the URL, right? And here what request I'm making? Get request or post request? Get request. Yes, very good. So here we are having SSL. Anyone who know what is SSL?
Secure subnet.
Okay. Now you can see this is a block, and we can say HTTPS. It is saying my connection is secure, and this is my SSL layer. And now you can see where we are having the SHA 256 encryption, which has been happened here. And anyone who know what is the difference between a public key and private key?
The public key is available to everyone in the network, and private key is your own key, which is not visible to anyone.
Okay, good. Now this is the API. Now this is the API that your backend team has written. Now I want to use this API in my front end. So इसको मुझे front end में use करना है. So let's make a website here. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे अपन कुछ वेबसाइट बनाते हैं. एक फोल्डर बनाते हैं अपन अच्छा सा. ठीक है. यहाँ पे फोल्डर बनाते हैं और यहाँ पे एक वेब पेज बनाते हैं. Create text any web page. Let's suppose hello.html. Anyone who can remember what is the full form of HTML?
Hypertext Markup Language.
Okay. What is the new tags introduced in HTML5?
Some of the semantic tags like
Good.
footer, header, footer,
Now
section.
you can see this is my blank page. Okay, यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है सर, ये तो एकदम blank page है. ठीक है, blank page है. अब यहाँ पे मुझे कुछ लिखना है. मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा h1 tag मैं यूज करता हूँ. क्लोज किया h1 tag और मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा hello Sumit. I have saved it and I want to reload it. Hello Sumit. Now here I want to make some API call. मैं यहाँ पे गया, इसको मैंने क्लोज किया. मैंने ब्राउजर पे देखा, दिस इज माय एपीआई. दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू हिट. दिस इज माय अनदर ब्राउजर. दिस इज माय अनदर ब्राउजर. नाउ दिस इज माय front end and my backend is written some API. Now in the JavaScript we are having the so many methods. So here we are using the fetch. हम यहाँ पे इनकी लाइब्रेरी यूज हम करेंगे, fetch यूज करेंगे. So this is the thing that we are going to use here in the fetch. तो मैंने यहाँ पे हिट किया और मेरा URL ये वाला URL था 54 वाला ना, 54 ले लेते हैं. So this is my API and here I'm making a get request and I want to print the response. I hit the enter, it is written promise and this is the response. ये क्या आ गया? ये response आ गया, right? This is the response which I got. Now I can use this response, I can replace here. Let's replace it. Okay. Hello Sumit. now इसको एक ID देते हैं. So anyone know what is the difference between ID and class in CSS?
Yes, sir. The ID is unique, whereas class is not unique. We can alter, we can style many different elements by using class. Whereas by using ID, we can style only a particular uh, element.
Okay. Good. So here I am saying that document dot get element by box12 dot value. box12 लिखा था ना box. Okay, dot inner text ले लेते हैं. So here it is saying that this Hello Sumit is having a ID of box12 and I want to print that. यहाँ पे इसने Hello Sumit दिया थी. Now let's do some magic. सर ये जो रिस्पॉन्स आया था इस रिस्पॉन्स को यहाँ पे लेके आते हैं फ्रंट एंड पे लेके आते हैं. तो व्हाट आई विल डू इसको मैंने किया कॉपी किया और जहां पे ये जो रिस्पॉन्स आ जाएगा इस रिस्पॉन्स को अपन पेज कर देते हैं डॉट जेसन. इसको हिट करते हैं ऑब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो ऑब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट आ गया. कोड फट गया क्या? ये जेसन आया यहाँ पे. So let's make some call here by using a button. बटन में लिख देते हैं BUTTON button and on click of button I want to execute some function fun1. This is the function that I want to click and click me. This is the button that I have written here. Okay, let's use here script tag and let's close this script tag and inside this I want to make this request and I want to apply the debugger here. Let's save it. Let's reload it. Syntax error है debugger. डिबगर के आगे सिंटैक्स एरर दे दिया. तो वापस सेव करते हैं इसको. दे रहा है ये कोई बात नहीं. Okay, now here I want to click a value. I have set click me. So it is that f1 is not defined. So this function is not defined. So I have to make a function. Function fun1. This is the function that I have written. Opening and closing of the box here. Now again reload it. Click me. So I have clicked and on the click what event it is going to execute. So I have written over here. Okay, so here I want to execute some click button. So here fun1 it is written over here and here I want to print a value. So let's suppose I want to print a value of call. Let's suppose console.log. Can say this is a value that I want to print here. Call नहीं हो रहा क्या? ये function. Okay, function is not calling because of this opening and closing parenthesis नहीं लगाया था. Click me. Now you can see this execute here. अब यहाँ पे वैल्यू आ गई और ये जो है जेसन वैल्यू ये वैल्यू मेरे को यहाँ पे मिल गई. So this is a value which I got. Now let's suppose this is the title, and I want to print only this value in the console here. I will reload here and I will enter, I will click here. यहाँ पे जो मुझे वैल्यू मिलेगी वो क्या मिलेगी, सिर्फ ये वैल्यू मिलेगी, ये वैल्यू आ गया। अब ये जो वैल्यू रिस्पॉन्स आया, आई वांट टू यूज इन माय फ्रंट एंड। ओके, अब यहाँ पे अपन ने जो शुरू में चीज लेके आए थे, टेक्स्ट, इसका टेक्स्ट लेके आए थे, एंड आई वांट टू से document dot get element by this id। तो या तो यहाँ पे where dd any वेरिएबल बना लो this, dd में यहाँ पे बना लिया, और यहाँ पे आप लिखना चाहते हो तो इसको आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो, dd dot inner text equal to json dot title। एक्सपेक्टेड ये को देखो, ये जो एपीआई का रिस्पॉन्स आया था, इट इज बीन चेंज्ड, राइट। देखो यहाँ पे हेलो सुमिता, आई हैव क्लिक and there is a API call. Now you can see the API call here. You can see this is a network. I have click here. यहाँ पे गया, ये गई कॉल, the API call गई. You can see request URL. Now we are having the request method get post delete। ये आपको है ना, पता है ना, get post। देखो आपके API के मेथड्स होते हैं, API मेथड्स,
पोस्ट पैच।
इसके देखो ये कुछ मेथड्स रहते हैं, ये याद कर लो। इंटरव्यू आस्क क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम हेयर, दीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट। इंटरव्यू आस्क क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम हेयर, ये जो आपके रहते हैं मेथड, इनसे पूछा जाता है सवाल, तो आपको ये देखने पड़ेंगे। अगर नहीं आता सो देयर इज नथिंग दैट आई कैन डू हियर, दिस यू हैव टू रिमेंबर। गेट पुट पोर्ट डिलीट, ये आपको देखने पड़ेंगे, राइट। सो हियर वी आर मेकिंग अ गेट रिक्वेस्ट, स्टेटस कोड आ रहा है 200, इट इज ओके। सो व्हेन द स्टेटस कोड इज 400, व्हाट इज दैट मींस, 404 का क्या मतलब होता है एनीवन?
Is not found.
Okay, good. Page not found. It means you have some idea about it. Okay, so moving ahead where I was, now you have learned how we can make a API call from the website. Okay, on a click button. Now how to add a security. Now interview can ask question to you. Okay, you have make some website, you have make some project. Now how you can add it, what you have added to secure your API or secure your application. So like this, so we can add security at the front end, at the back end, and the DB. So we can add security at the multiple places. So in detail we are going to discuss this. Okay, now the student who is having the experience in CEO or page loading, you can ask, अच्छा आपने वेबसाइट बनाई, मेरी वेबसाइट स्लो है, स्लो मूव कर रही है, हाउ आई कैन स्पीड अप। Okay, now what is the SEO? Anyone who know what is the full form of SEO?
Search engine optimization.
Search engine optimization.
ऐसे तो सब बता दोगे, ऐसे पूछना पड़ेगा कि करके। गर्ल से पूछते हैं, यहाँ पे कोई गर्ल है? यहाँ पे
Search engine optimization.
गर्ल स्नेहा, स्नेहा you are here?
Sir,
Okay, what is meta tag? Meta tags.
sir, in HTML body,
Yes, why we use meta tags? Anyone who want to answer?
I guess it provides information of the web page.
Yes, ma'am. It is for giving the information to a search engine, and it is basically used for SEO, search engine optimize के use case. You are know. Now interviewer can ask question about your code flow. Okay, you have make some website, explain how your code flow. So this I cannot teach you. This you are going to learn when you watch a video on YouTube. तो आप YouTube पे कोई भी वीडियो देखोगे, you are going to learn here. So there are so many videos available on YouTube that you have to learn. So 3 hour, 4 hour video, any video you are going to watch, you are going to learn how the code flow works. Now, how you connected your database with your backend. Backend में आप use कर रहे हो Java. How you have connected the Java with the database. So any language you can use for the backend. So here we are using the PHP. Screen तो visible है ना आपको? Is my screen visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you can see the PHP here. Now I will zoom here. Any language you can use. I know PHP, Java, Python. So here I'm taking the example of PHP. Let's suppose this is the page I want to open. contactus.php. तो आपने बहुत सारी वेबसाइट देखी होंगी जिसपे ओपन पे आता है, पेज आता है कॉन्टेक्ट अस. तो लेट्स सपोज ओपन एनी वेबसाइट. गूगल पे कोई भी एक वेबसाइट अपन देखते हैं रिलेटेड टू व्हाट वी कैन चेक. कोई भी वेबसाइट किसके रिगार्डिंग देख लेते हैं. कोई भी वेबसाइट आप बता सकते हो.
Facebook.
वेबसाइट
Yeah.
जैसे यूपीएससी की देख लेते हैं वेबसाइट. यूपीएससी. अब इसमें देखो हर वेबसाइट में लिखा रहता है अबाउट अस. इसमें ये देखो ये लिखा है आपका अबाउट अस. तो हर एक वेबसाइट में एक और होता है कॉन्टैक्ट अस, ऐसा भी कुछ एक पेज होता है. बहुत सारी वेबसाइट पे आपको मिल जाएगा कॉन्टैक्ट अस बटन. ठीक है, ऐसा आपको दिखता है पेज. ये पेज आ गया, ये पेज आ गया कॉन्टैक्ट अस, where you can fill a form and you can give the information on any website. So this is the website where we are having the contact us.php. Now what is happening in this page? Now you can see includes.config.php. Now this is my website and how I am connecting this website with my database. Sir, backend language अलग है और database अलग है, दोनों को कैसे कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं हम. See, draw इंसर्ट करते हैं shape. This is my backend language. So let's suppose this is my Java. Okay, any backend language you can take. Okay, here and now how I can connect this with my database. So let's suppose this is my database. DB. Let's suppose MySQL ले लो आप. ठीक है, any database you can connect. Now sir, how the connection establish between my backend with my database? So how we can connect? So there are the few libraries which are available on the internet. So let's check the PHP. We are having the config.php. Now includes में गए. There is a config.php I have opened. Now here you are having the your database server, that is localhost, database user, database password, and which database you are using. Now mysql underscore connect, this is the library which I am use, which is going to connect with my variable. It is giving me a connection variable. अगर established हो जाएगा तो ठीक, अगर नहीं होगा तो fail to connect with my mysql database. तो ऐसे ही आपका जावा है. जावा का देखते हैं. जावा का आता है जेडीबीसी, आता है जावा जेडीबीसी ड्राइवर आता है टू कनेक्ट. कनेक्शन आता है जैसा ये है. ठीक है, oh here also I am having, you can say जेडीबीसी लाइब्रेरी आई हैव टू यूज. ये तो ऐड भर रखे हैं इस वेबसाइट में. Now here driver manage dot get connection. So we are using com.mysql.jdbc.driver. This library is going to help me to connect my database. Database is going to run on a separate port number. So we are having the database. What is the database name? What is the database username? What is the database password? Now connect. This is going to give me a connect variable like this. So we are having so many drivers. So let's suppose we are having the MongoDB. Maybe we are using MongoDB JDBC driver. So every database is having some drivers to connect with a specific backend language. So like this, you can download, you can import this, and you can connect your driver. Okay? So this is how you can connect. Now, how you connect a website with the backend? Anyone who want to answer this question? How we can this question? How to connect a website or
API
front end with backend? Via?
by using API.
Yes. अब देखो आप लोग तो आंसर बता रहे हो मेंस यहाँ पे हैं गर्ल्स उनको क्या दिक्कत आती है प्रोजेक्ट में Dhanshri you are here
Yes, sir.
okay good so next question two for you okay so what are the language we can use for our backend one is Java
Python.
Python good
The PHP we can use.
good so these are my front end language so don't confuse आप मिक्स मत कर देना कि फ्रंट एंड की है कौन सी लैंग्वेज और बैकएंड की क्वेश्चन है बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स कहते हैं सर आई हैव मेड अ वेबसाइट अ फुल फ्लैश वेबसाइट बाय यूजिंग एचटीएमएल एंड सीएसएस दैट्स इट I ask how you can make a full fledged website with HTML CSS. Only front end you can make, but a complete website cannot be built with front end and we can say HTML CSS. You have to use JavaScript, then you have to use a backend server. Okay, so now about the front end security. So interview high level of questions interview can ask about your front end. Okay, you have work on front end. See, we have make a project. Maybe you are working as a backend developer, front end developer like this. So for the front end, we are having this script. So examiner can ask or interviewer can ask about the different type of web attacks. Okay, before moving ahead, any student who want to give the answer on a website, what different type of web attacks can happen?
DDoS attack, ransomware attack can
Okay.
happen.
Man in the middle.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now these are the web attacks. Okay. So interview can also ask this question now. We are having the cross-site attack. So how, why these attacks and how we can prevent this attack. Now we are having the access attack, cross-site scripting. How this attack happen, how we can prevent. Now we are having the CSRF attack. How this attack happen and how we can prevent this attack. Okay, you don't have to learn about how we can prevent because it will be little bit high level. But you can just remember the attacks. So what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS and what is SSL? Interviewer can ask question to you for the backend. Okay, what is JWT token? Anyone who can explain JWT token? Okay, for our backend to secure our APIs, we use JWT token. If you are going to say in your interview, sir, I was working on the backend, then interview can ask question, okay, what is JWT token? You have to learn. Now, how you navigate in your website on the basis of role. So RBAC. So you can interview can ask this question also to you. Okay. Now we are having the SQL injection attack. What is SQL injection attack like this? Interview can ask you. So there are so many attacks which we are having. Okay. Now, okay. Now, one question. Can you list a few ways to speed up the page loading? सर हम पेज लोडिंग को कैसे स्पीड अप कर सकते हैं मे बी यू आर सीइंग ए वेबसाइट विच इज वर्किंग स्लो बहुत धीरे धीरे वो काम कर रही है बट उसको हम कैसे स्पीड अप अपन कर सकते हैं तो लेट मी शो यू सम लाइव एग्जांपल ओके जैसे कोई वेबसाइट उठाते हैं अपन कोई वेबसाइट उठाते हैं जैसे वेबसाइट कोई भी वेबसाइट उठा लेते हैं जो स्पीड अप हो जैसे ये वाली वेबसाइट ओपन की मैंने नाउ यू कैन चेक हाउ मच टाइम इट इज गोइंग टू टेक टू लोड ये मेरी वेबसाइट लोड होगी इन 4 to 5 seconds राइट नाउ लेट्स टेक एनी वेबसाइट कॉल्ड बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र की ले लेते हैं बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र किधर है? बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, इसकी वेबसाइट ले लेते हैं. ओके, let's open this website. Now let's check how much time it is going to take. ये लोड हो रहा है. इट इज ऑल्सो लोड इनटू 4 to 5 pages, बट इनका जो रिक्रूटमेंट पेज है वो थोड़ा स्लो ओपन होता है. ये भी आज ओपन हो गया. अच्छा, ये भी ओपन हो गया. सो मे बी वी कैन हैव सम इशू नाउ. Interview can ask question. Okay, how? So we can say decrease the image size. We can clear the unwanted widget, HTTP compression, reduce, minimize lookup caching, like this. Now these are the backend language and these are the database. Okay, these you know. Okay. Now we have seen the now how we can make the API call. हम API call बना कर सकते हैं. Now it depends which library you are using. Maybe you are using a JavaScript. So in the JavaScript we can use the fetch or exhaust request. We can mix or we can make a post request also. Now maybe you are using a Node.js. So Node.js में आप क्या कर सकते हो सर? यहाँ पे require access हमको use ले सकते हैं library to make some response by using the Node.js. Okay, then we can have the async and await function. Maybe you have heard somewhere. Now we are having the 4 type: get request, post request, put, and delete. These are the important methods. Okay. Now these are some questions related to an HTML CSS interviewer can ask. So if you want, you can take the screenshot of this video. You can say this, and otherwise I will share this word file. So these are the interview question which I pick from our चैट जीपीटी. तो वो बहुत अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चन देता है. नाउ जैसे ये जावास्क्रिप्ट के कुछ क्वेश्चंस है, ये कुछ लाइब्रेरी के क्वेश्चन है. नाउ दीज आर सम बैकएंड क्वेश्चंस. ओके, सम नोड जेएस क्वेश्चन, सम डेटाबेस क्वेश्चन, some API related questions. So these question if you are going to go through after watching the YouTube video, after watching a YouTube video you can answer these questions. So everything you are going to learn in the YouTube video, any video you watch. Okay, now we have seen about the project. So now any student having any doubt, you can unmute and you can ask your question related to your project.
Sir, today you asked me the question that which server do you use for your
Okay.
web-based
Good.
application?
It is not mentioned here.
So,
Then okay, here I forgot to mention about the server. Mention किया था यार, कहाँ गया sir? Now interviewer can ask you, let's suppose you have make some website, so where you have deployed your code. हम बोलते हैं सर हम लोकल होस्ट पे रन करते हैं, राइट? वी से लोकल होस्ट, बट लोकल होस्ट के लिए रन करने के लिए भी वी नीड अ सर्वर. सो वी कैन यूज XAMPP सर्वर. देखो यहाँ पे किया. Yes. No, this is that you can use XAMPP for Windows is Apache distributor होता है. So इसमें क्या PHP, Perl वगैरह ये installers वगैरह आ जाता है. So this you can also use for your this, or you can use Tomcat server. This also you can use Apache Tomcat. So this also you can use. और मतलब नेट पे मिल जाएंगे आपको.
क्वेश्चन था
हाँ पूछो ना.
सर, जैसे हम लोग पाइथन में, जैसे मैं जैंगो में प्रोजेक्ट बनाया हूँ, तो सर पाइथन में हम लोग ऐसे ही रन करा देते हैं, तो उसमें समझ नहीं आता कौन सा वो रन हो रहा है सर्वर.
आपका एक पोर्ट नंबर पे रन होता है ना, उससे आप आइडेंटिफाई देख सकते हो कौन उसको देख रहा है, उस सर्वर को देख रहा है. बट हम जब कोड को डिप्लॉय हम करते हैं ना, तो सर देखो ये इतने आगे सर्वर, इसमें से आपको जो अच्छा लगता है ना सर्वर, वो आप यूज में ले सकते हो. मतलब मैंने तो यूजुअली इस पे ओरेकल वाले पे किया है काम, और इस पे वर्क किया, टॉमकैट पे किया है. सबका मतलब मोटा मोटा एक ही रहता है काम, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं रहता है. तो ये आपके हो गए लिस्ट ऑफ सर्वर. तो इंटरव्यू में भी हो सकता है कि इनसे भी कुछ पूछ ले कि चलो बताओ ये होता है क्या है, वेब वेब सर्वर वगैरह. तो आप एक आधा भी नाम बता दोगे ना, सर ये होते हैं सर्वर, तो ही इज गोइंग टू बी हैप्पी. ओके, यू नो अबाउट वेयर यू हैव होस्टेड योर एप्लीकेशन. टू होस्ट योर एप्लीकेशन वी नीड अ सर्वर, राइट? ओके, तो मैम ये आंसर हो गया ना आपका सर्वर का? या तो जैम बता देना, या आप इसको कहते हैं टॉमकैट यूज किया था हमने,
Yes, sir.
अपाचे टॉमकैट. इट इज ए फ्रीवेयर. ओके, एनी अदर स्टूडेंट हैविंग एनी क्वेश्चन? सो एक बार रेज किसने हैंड किया हुआ था, एक बार उनके देख लेते हैं. सबसे पहले हैंड रेज किया है जेनू. जेनू, यू आर हेयर? जेनू नहीं है. ओके, स्नेहा, एनी क्वेश्चन यू हैव?
यस सर. यस सर.
इसमें मास्क.
सर एक्चुअली मेरा डाउट ये था कि जैसे कि SBI SO का भी इंटरव्यू जिनका हुआ है, तो क्या इंटरव्यूअर ये पूछ सकते हैं कि मतलब आपने वो SBI SO का इंटरव्यू दिया है या नहीं, और अगर दोनों में आपका सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा तो आप कौन सा चूज करोगे? तो सर
पूछ सकते हैं.
ऐसे में IBPS को जस्टिफाई कैसे करेंगे कि हम ये चूज करेंगे?
इसमें मैम आप बता सकते हो, सर एसबीआई में मेरी लोकेशन हो सकता है कि मुंबई हो. आई डोंट वांट टू गो मुंबई एज आई एम फ्रॉम दिस स्टेट, and if I get this bank, so this bank will be is going to be near to my hometown. On the weekend I can up down. So like this you can frame your answer.
ओके सर.
Anything that you think this is good, so whatever the answer you are going to give, it is being accepted. ऐसा कुछ नहीं, there is nothing like this. Only specific word they are looking for. Any answer you can want to give, you can give it, no problem in that answer. See, as a student we try to give as many as exam possible, right? And we have no idea in which exam we are going to get clear. So if you get clear in SBI, if you get clear in OSL, if you get clear in NICL, so it is a good thing. But now in the last, you have to decide in which post or in which organization you want to go. So that answer should be your own answer. Whatever answer you want to give, it is being accepted. No one is going to raise any, you can say, finger on your answer like this. Every answer is acceptable here in this case.
एंड सर जैसे IBPS के लिए रिज्यूमे अपलोड नहीं करवाया था, तो सर वहाँ पे हम लोग को इंट्रोडक्शन देने के लिए चांस मिलेगा?
मिलेगा, चांस मिलेगा आपको.
अच्छा.
मोस्टली
और
आपको
सर
चांस मिलेगा. इंटरव्यू इंट्रोडक्ट एक बार सीवी ले जाना साथ में. इफ दे आस्क फॉर सीवी, देन यू कैन शो द सीवी आल्सो.
और सर प्रोजेक्ट रिलेटेड सिर्फ थ्योरेटिकल पूछेंगे, मतलब इतना कोडिंग वगैरह इतना डीप में नहीं पूछेंगे ना?
नहीं, इतना डेप में तो नहीं जाता है.